इतना सफर है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। Franchise India, 20 years of ideas.
A very good afternoon to each and everyone who has connected with us digitally for this webinar. We welcome each one of you to our Business Opportunity with Chai webinar series. The series which we started on 1st of May to represent the brands so that you get correct and complete understanding about the brand. Franchise India, the brand which was established in 1999 with an objective to provide business solutions to all our brands internationally and nationally so that they can expand their business with our pan-India offices. And we truly claim that no one sells more business than us because we have helped thousands of investors in getting the franchise options from our side. We welcome management team of Franchise India, Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am. This particular webinar is hosted by both of them. The flow of the webinar would be, we'll invite our brand for the day to present their business model with each one of you, and then we'll take all your queries. It's our objective to bring the new business opportunities for you. And in this same series, we are presenting a new age business opportunity for you. Book My Fuel is the brand which is on-demand fuel suppliers at your doorstep through their apps. And it is our privilege to invite and welcome team of Book My Fuel to talk about their brand. We welcome Mr. Surya and Ms. Sahiti to talk about the brand. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining our webinar. Over to you so that we can have a presentation from your side. Ma'am, you are on.
Yeah. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity for presenting our brand on this platform. First of all, before I start presenting our brand, I would like to give a brief background of how Book My Fuel has started, like how it all began. So as me and Mr. Surya's family is into mining business. And mining business involves heavy machinery on daily basis, and this heavy machinery requires fuel on daily basis. So the everyday problem we faced with the fuel aspect is, there was fuel theft, fuel spillage, and adulteration of fuel happening every day while transporting fuel from fuel station to the mining site. So this is the everyday problem we faced while transporting fuel from fuel station to the mining site. So, if we calculate the loss incurred due to these factors in just a day, it's not going to account much. But if we calculate the loss incurred due to these factors for a month, it's going to contribute to a fair amount of money to our financial books. So that's when we started thinking of ways how to avoid this problem, of fuel spillage, fuel theft, and adulteration of fuel, so that, we are not going to experience the losses incurred due to these factors. That's when we started researching about the methods of how we can avoid these issues. But to our shock and surprise, there are no methods as of that date for transporting fuel in a secured and legal way. And also we noticed that, the transportation of fuel that we use on daily basis these days is 100% illegal. Only till 2018 government, not until 2018 government has legalized the way fuel has been transported all around, only with few terms and conditions. So that's where we saw huge scope for the business opportunity of transportation of fuel in a secured and safe manner, and also in a legal way, of course. So these days we use smartphones in every other way. We have invited technology into our lives. We order everything online, we order food online, everything is coming to our doorstep. But fuel, in fuel unorganized sector, technology hasn't been overtaken. So this is a huge market gap we saw, and that's how Book My Fuel was born. The idea of Book My Fuel was born. And as we started researching more into the concept, we saw huge potential of customers in this aspect. So that's how it all began, and Book My Fuel was born. So as I just discussed, Book My Fuel is an on-demand app-based doorstep fuel delivery service. It is created solely on purpose of making refueling safe, smart, easy, and convenient for our customers. And coming to the customer segmentation of Book My Fuel, there is diversified customer segmentation of Book My Fuel, and as per government and PESO norms, fuel delivery services can be catered to customer segments for whom there is difficulty of going to the retail fuel station and refuel for their requirements. So the refueling services are only catered to customer segmentation which have difficulty in going to the retail fuel station. So some of the examples of these customer segmentation is construction sites which use excavators, and also, as I just discussed, the mining sectors, manufacturing industries, hotels, schools, colleges, school buses, college buses, IT parks, hospitals, commercial complexes, huge premium residential complexes, and also agriculture industry, and also movie industry, and also convention centers. So all these customer entities require fuel on frequent basis and also in large quantities. And these customer segments have difficulty of going to the retail fuel outlet and refuel for their requirements. So we are targeting for these customer segments. And these are the few main customer segment examples that I've given. And there are also many other customer segmentation examples. I think sky is the limit, like you can just think of a customer who cannot go to the retail fuel station, and we can go there and we will be there and we can cater for their requirements. So these are the few customer segmentations that I just discussed. And coming to the models of association that Book My Fuel caters to potential esteemed customers are there are two methods that we offer. One is on-demand method and the other is subscription method. Coming to on-demand method is where one can, book for order for the fuel through our smartphone mobile app and avail our services. After the fuel delivery, they can just pay the amount, how much ever it is for the service, that is paying right up after availing the services. That is on-demand method. The other method is the subscription method, in which it is more likely to be useful for institutions like hospitals, schools, colleges, and residential complexes, all these who needs fuel on a frequent basis and in large quantities. I think subscription model is more likely to be useful for these entities. So, but we offer two methods so that, we are not leaving any customer segment. So even the small customers can avail through the on-demand basis, and the big customers can go through the subscription basis. We are not leaving any targeted customer segments through two methods that we cater. So coming to the functioning of our Book My Fuel app, it's very simple. It's just 4 easy steps of our functioning. First is these days everybody has a smartphone, and you just have to download, the customer just have to download the Book My Fuel app into their smartphone, and then open the Book My Fuel app and then enter location where the fuel has to be delivered. And then the second step would be choosing the product, which is diesel, and choosing the quantity of the fuel required for the customer. And the third step would be selecting the delivery time. In here also, the customer can choose 2 options, wherein customer can avail the fuel delivery services on the same day, and also customer can pre-schedule the fuel delivery services. Like in, for example, if the customer needs fuel after 2 days, so he can just select the date and time of that particular date and schedule for the delivery. So customer can choose 2 methods, 2 options, whichever it is helpful for them. And the last and final step is just getting your fuel delivered to your desired location at desired time. So there's also one more advantage to our app, is that you can there is real-time tracking of the fuel. Like once you place the order, you can track the location where the fuel delivery truck is, or what is the estimated time of delivery to your place. It's just like any other food app, or all the apps that we use in our daily lives. So it's just 4 very easy steps, and it's as simple as ordering chicken biryani to our doorstep. It's as simple as that. So coming to the advantages of Book My Fuel, I would like to highlight only the few of the advantages that Book My Fuel caters. The first point is saving money and time. So as we all know, that the traffic is such a pain point for all of us, getting stuck in traffic. For refilling purposes itself, in a survey, it's known that a human spends about 15 to 20 minutes of their valuable time just for refilling purposes in traffic. So this can be avoided through Book My Fuel app. You don't have to queue up at fuel stations, particularly at these times when, this COVID times, how we are avoiding huge gatherings. And, if through Book My Fuel app, you can just not go to the fuel station and avoid the gatherings at fuel station. So that's one time-saving advantage from our app. And also you can save a lot of money by using our app, as in the round trips customer makes just for refilling purposes. All the fuel consumed just for refilling purposes can be saved by using our app. So a lot of money and time is saved by using our app. And I would like to give an example how money and time are saved using our app. For example, say our customer is a school in a town or city. Say they have about 10 or 15 school buses which needs refueling. So it is a condition that school buses are not supposed to carry students to the fuel stations for refueling purposes. So they have to drop the students and then come back to the fuel station for refueling. So now, for a school in a town, 10 to 15 buses have to make the round trips to the fuel station for refueling, and the amount of fuel consumed by the buses just for the refueling, and also the amount of time spent for the school just for refueling is going to matter a lot for them. That the whole money and time fuel consumption is going to be saved by using our Book My Fuel app. So this is one example I would like to give. So if you can imagine, if I just gave you an example of one school, so imagine the amount of customers in one town or city, how much money and time is going to be saved. So that's how much helpful Book My Fuel app is. So the second advantage I would like to highlight is avoiding fuel pilferage. This is the point where the idea of Book My Fuel has begun actually. So risk of the fuel theft can be avoided by 100% by using our app. There is no chance of fuel theft or fuel spillage when using our app. Because directly from the fuel station, when you download the when you just load the fuel to the tanker, and it's directly going to unload only at the customer's required desired location. So there is no chance of fuel spillage or fuel theft. So this can be avoided 100% by using our app. So the third advantage, and I personally think which is the more important advantage by using our app, is saving the environment. These days, we have become very aware of the environmental damage that has already been caused by us humans. So everybody is becoming very aware and cautious of the choices they're making so that it can help the environment. So one such is using our app. I think it saves a lot of carbon emissions. So as I already gave the example of school buses, I would just like to add more points to it. So I already told 10 or 15 buses are going to make round trips to the fuel stations just for refueling purposes. Imagine the amount of carbon emissions that are made from the 10 or 15 buses emitted to the environment for the refueling purposes. This can be completely avoided because when booked through our app, only one vehicle, one delivery vehicle will be going to the parking location of the school, and it will refuel all the 10 or 15 buses at once at the same locations. So relatively, when you compare, the carbon emissions emitted by one vehicle of Book My Fuel is very, very lower than the 10 or 15 buses traveling to fuel station for refilling purposes. I think if it's one school, I think if we can, like, whole town or whole city, it's going to make a lot of difference to the environment, and it's going to reduce a very huge amount of carbon emissions emitted to the environment. I personally think this is the most important advantage of Book My Fuel app. For all the environment conscious people, I think this will add an edge to the Book My Fuel app. So these are the few highlighted advantages of Book My Fuel app. So coming to the defining role for franchisee partner. So Book My Fuel, as our company, we are going to provide support for all the documentation for the franchisee partner. We are going to support for the Bowser fabrication. For those of you who are not familiar with the technological term Bowser, Bowser is the fuel dispenser unit that is going to be installed on a vehicle for carrying fuel to the desired location. So this is according to the government and PESO norms. So so we are going to support in the Bowser fabrication process as well. And we are going to provide the technology platform for receiving orders and payment methods. And we're also going to support franchisee partner with all the marketing with all the marketing bandwidth, and also we are going to support them by bringing in customers as well. So all that franchisee partner has to do is make an investment in the Bowser, and also participate in business development. And we also help in the customer acquisition, but also it's advised that they also develop their own set of customer base, so that the local customer base is going to improve, and they have to maintain good relations with the customers so that customers keep coming back to us. So, and also collect payments and make a bi-weekly settlement with Book My Fuel for financial settlement. So this is all the franchisee partner has to do. The role of franchisee partner is very simple, as we are going to support them in each and every step of the process. Coming to the ideal partner profile, as I just discussed, first and foremost, I think the franchisee partner has to be passionate and enthusiastic towards entrepreneurship. That is the first and foremost point. And the second point is they have to be capable enough to manage the logistics, and also they have to have the capabilities of pulling the customer base. Although we support in bringing in the customers, I think it's advisory for them also to develop the customer base. So I think these are the three most important qualities or profile we are looking in an ideal potential franchisee partner. And also, I think other segments of a franchisee partner profile would be, for example, as part of our marketing survey, we got an inquiry saying one of the customer, like one of the person, he already has a fleet of vehicles. So he asked us if, you know, one of his vehicle can be converted into a Bowser and used for fuel distribution. And I think that can be totally be done, and it will be more helpful for the franchisee partner, because the investment cost will lower for him, because as he already has the vehicle with him. So these are the few ideal qualities that we are looking from a franchisee partner. And coming to the expansion and plans of Book My Fuel, I think we are very, very positive that by 2025 there is a potential for 1,000 franchisee partners that we can make, because the concept of door-to-door delivery service is not new, but the concept of door-to-door delivery service of fuel is very new and fresh, and there is huge market scope, and there's huge market gap as well. And also, as we are very accustomed to technology and getting everything delivered to home, this will be easily accepted by the customers, and this will easily go into the public. So I think the demand, once the concept starts to reach the people, I think it will go really fast into the people's minds, and people are going to accept it really fast. So few of the market segments as I already discussed, I would like to highlight mainly on construction, real estate development, and also there is smart cities development in our country that is going on. And also there are many premium residential markets that are newly constructed, and every apartment or building has diesel generator sets. So I think all these market aspects are going to contribute a lot to the market share of our brand. So I think we are very positive that by 2025, there is potential growth of 1,000 franchisee partners. And also coming to the focus on South India markets, I'm very proud to tell you that, Book My Fuel is the first ever company that is in this business with all the legal documentation and permissions. So it is first in South India. So I think it will add an edge to our company. So including considering all these factors, I think there is huge potential that by 2025 we are definitely going to get 1,000 franchisee partners. We are very positive. So as I already mentioned, we are going to support our franchisee partners in all the marketing aspects. We are going to go into the offline media and also on social media as well, like newspaper ads, magazine prints, roadside banners, brochures, everything. We are going to we are not going to leave any stone unturned. So we're going to cover all the aspects of marketing, digital marketing. We also have an in-house marketing team which is going to support our franchisee teams, so that we can reach to large section of people in a short time. And we are trying to create a buzz in print media with media relations as well. So coming to the financial dynamics, which is the most important of any business. So this is just the generalized projection that we made. So the project investment is going to be 27.45 lakhs to begin operations. So the breaking down of this 27.45 lakhs is for vehicle setup, other equipment, franchisee fee, everything included. It's going to cost the franchisee partner 7,45,000 rupees. And the other 20 lakhs is going to come into the franchisee partner as a loan amount. So with 7,45,000 in cash, a franchisee partner, anyone can start the business, and 20 lakhs is going to be added for starting the operations of the business. So this is the breakdown of the project investment. So coming to the revenue, each Bowser capacity is 6,000 liters. Say the maximum amount of trips that a Bowser can make is 2 trips per day. So the maximum liters per month that a Bowser can cater is 3 lakh liters. So let's say the utilization of vehicle, if the utilization of a Bowser is 40%, a franchisee partner can sell 1,20,000 liters per month. If the utilization of Bowser is 60%, partner can sell about 1,80,000 liters per month. if the utilization of Bowser is for 80%, he can sell about 2,40,000 liters per month. So the revenue is going to be 2,88,000 rupees with 40% utilization of vehicle, and 4,32,000 rupees with 60% utilization of vehicle, and 5,76,000 rupees with 80% utilization of the vehicle. This is going to be the revenue for the franchisee partner. Coming to the expenses, with 40%, 2,51,000 rupees, and 3,22,000 rupees for 60% utilization, and 3,93,000 rupees for 80% utilization. So this is going to be the revenue and expenses for the franchisee partner per month. And coming to the support functions that we cater to our franchisee partners, we are going to help them from the start till the end, like pre-opening, post-opening, and ongoing as well. Pre-opening, we are going to help our franchisee partners with all the pre-launch activities. As I already told, we are going to help them with all the documentation and PESO licenses. We are going to help them with the Bowser fabrication. We are also going to help them with the branding and training of the how fuel distribution has to take place. Post opening, we are going to help them with the marketing and acquisition of customers and assistance in business development. We're also going to train them in maintaining the customer relations. So we are going to provide them with all the marketing sites from our end. So I think from beginning to the end, they can always look up to us for any assistance that they need. So reasons to partner with Book My Fuel. I think, first of all, I cannot stress enough on the point of how huge the market is. I think it's very fresh, it's very new. It's till now it's very unorganized. This is the beginning of converting the unorganized sector to an organized sector, and the customer segment is growing. Government is in plans of adding few more segments to the customer, like say transportation sector. If it's added to the customer segment, I think it's going to be a big boom. And the acceptance of door-to-door delivery services is huge and widely accepted all over, and customers per segment are also increasing, and consumption of fuel has been increasing. So I think I cannot stress enough on the point of how big the market is. And also, like, according to a survey, as part of a marketing survey, just in South India, if 25% of the customers turn to this online fuel delivery services, there is going to be a requirement of 5,000 Bowsers just for 25% of transformation. So that explains how huge the market is. So, and also coming to the brand strength, with our expertise and commitment, we are going to help and support the franchisee partners from the first step to the last step. We're going to be there with them in every step. So I think it's very helpful for the franchisee partners. And I think we strongly believe that this is the beginning of something revolutionary. We strongly believe that this is going to be the next big thing in our country. So I think this is the best time to grab this business opportunity and, be the pioneers of, turning something unorganized to the organized business opportunity. That's all. Thank you very much. And now I would like to open the forum for question and answer session. And Mr. Surya is going to lead the Q&A session. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Saiti, and thank you, Surya, for coming in. Very detailed presentation that you have presented to all the audience. And I will say that technology and convenience are today pushing the way how businesses models are shaping and transforming themselves, and fuel delivery industry too is shifting online. And as you mentioned, Saiti, fuel entrepreneurship has seen a start and rather witnessed about 2 years back. And today a lot of startups have come and they become an official resellers by getting themselves registered as fuel entrepreneurs.
7 hours.
And who were earlier partners with oil marketing companies like HPCL, Indian Oil. And it is also, friends, very worthwhile to note that it is not very easy for a company to become a fuel entrepreneur, as the company requires educate, experience, and sound technological setup to be able to match the selection standards to become a fuel entrepreneur. And that is what Book My Fuel has done in the last, let's say, 2 years of, they're setting up this.
And to set up on-demand fuel delivery business, one needs to have a requirement of a customer app, a delivery app, and also very, very strong backend to track these, and efficient route optimization to manage these deliveries, which is extremely important in a business like this. Now, sorry, before I start up, with the questions from the audience, my, first question, which I wanted to understand, because this is comparatively a new age business model, a new industry, which has started to pick up, and we have seen a big surge, especially, I would say, in this year, 1.5 odd years. So how have you seen, how big the industry overall is, and how big you have seen the demand, which has started to shift already, and what demand is still there, maybe latent demand, which you are foreseeing to come overall as industry. And maybe you can also specifically talk about maybe South India in specific also as a context.
So actually, we have run an thesis, and we have got the information that if we convert only 25% of the total delivery into doorstep. 1 second, sorry. If we convert the 25% into the doorstep delivery, there is a requirement of 3,000 bowsers in the two Telugu states, but we are still having only 60 bowsers, which are official. If you are running unofficially, but it's an illegal thing. Legally, there are only 60 bowsers. So we have a scope of getting nearly, there is only not even 10% is still fulfilled. So there is a margin and gap of 90% to enter into that market.
All right, and based, maybe I'll also go back to, if we can, while we have gone through the investment and the operating expenses, but I feel, that particular slide, there are 2 slides which should take maybe another, 5 or 7 more minutes. If all these expenses can be detailed out, because I have a lot of questions which are coming with respect to the margins of the business, the cost of the fuel typically. If we can spend maybe 5 minutes on those 2 slides, which is investment and operating expenses, and maybe take that a little bit more in depth.
Okay, just 2 minutes.
So coming to the margins of the franchisee
investment first, if you can go on the investment slide. So we have talked about 2 components. You mentioned there's a total investment of say 27.44 lakhs, which is 27 lakhs 45,000, of which 7.4 lakhs is something which needs to invest upfront, and there's additional 20 lakhs which can also be taken as a loan against the vehicle. Can we go on the last slide, please? Previous one.
Yeah.
So if you can detail maybe a little bit on this. So we have an area requirement of 100 square feet, which is for the office you mentioned. And there's another 400 you said, which is required to park the vehicle. So, and overall 100 plus 400 square feet area, which is required for the same. And then there's another investment which goes in the fit out vehicle setup, other equipments that you've put. And I want to maybe, ask specifically on these components. So when we talk about a vehicle setup, what does a vehicle setup mean? 2.65 lakhs goes into what investment?
For the down payment of the vehicle and also for the bowser fabrication, it's going to cost this money, 2,65,000 rupees.
But we already put, because vehicle setup you've already put down, which is 10 lakhs I see as a bowser for 6,000, and a chases in addition is 12 lakhs. So what would this not be same, the vehicle setup, or that's an advance that you put? How are we segregating between these 2?
So 2,65,000 rupees is going to be the down payment of the vehicle. And the additional 10 lakhs is going to be the monthly installment, or say the total amount that's going to the cost for the vehicle, and also including the bowser fabrication.
All right. And typically, what is the other equipment which is required apart from bowser? And because a lot of people we understand might not have done the business before, so I'd like to ask very specifically about the breakup and the understanding on how we operate.
Yeah. So I think Surya will take the lead from here for the financial aspects.
Yeah, tell me.
So what is the other equipment? So apart from the Bowser and the chases, I think these are the two big components which a doorstep delivery vehicle would need. So what would be the other equipment as a cost? So 65,000 typically would include what all expenses towards the equipment?
Means, first thing is that we are supposed to give a billing software,
Okay.
because immediately after unloading the fuel, we'll generate an immediate bill and we'll be giving it to the client. And moreover, the vehicle needs to be equipped with GPS, because we need to track the vehicle wherever it's. And moreover, the other thing is that we need to have a fire extinguisher on the vehicle, if in worst case there might be some fire incident or something. And due to COVID, we have already added some fund for the PPE kits and everything.
Okay.
So that's are the things which are given in this.
All right.
Depending on the customer requirement and his scope, he might increase to CCTV surveillance at the office, and he can keep laptops, everything. So if there is a huge scope of the market, and if the customer is operating from another location.
Sure. Now, talking on the Bowser, we come on the vehicle setup, and this entire thing will take another, I would say, 22.65 lakhs as an investment that would go in, minus the initial payment of 2.65 that we already calculated up as an advance payment. So Bowser, we have taken as a capacity of 6,000 liters. So, and we understand this Bowser also comes in different capacities of say 3, 4 also. So it has to be standard 6,000 only, or it can be a smaller capacity Bowser too.
Government has given license only for two sizes. One is 4,000 and one is 6,000. So there might be a Bowser of 4,000 liters, but the only thing is that 4,000 liter and 6,000 liter is having a very marginal difference. It might be somewhere less than ₹1,00,000.
Right.
So I would suggest to go with 6,000 liters, because going to terminal and getting 6,000 liters at one stretch, it would be easy and it will cut down our cost and expense for the transportation.
And that's more convenient also in terms of filling and servicing. And the truck with chases is about 12 odd lakhs that you have put. So which are the current, chases partners? Because certain, companies also provide some kind of a discounted structure on this chases. So do we have some partnership with companies where this chases can come maybe at some discounted price for a partner?
Yeah, exactly. Actually, the chassis cost is 19 lakhs. We are getting straight away 5 lakh discount. We are partnered with Tata.
Okay.
So they are giving us close to 5 lakh discount.
Okay. So there's overall a cost of 19 lakhs, but if you take it through the company, there's a discount of 5 lakhs which they give. So all these chases have to be Tata chases. If somebody already owns the chases, is there a possibility they can convert that into?
Any chassis can be converted, but there need to be certain requirement, because the tonnage is the capacity. So if they have the same tonnage capacity vehicle, they can convert it to the Bowser.
Okay. Now, Surya, would you want to even talk about the, the kind of requirements for a Bowser and a chases? What are the requirements if somebody already owns one, a Bowser or maybe a chases? What are the specifications, licenses and requirements which have to be taken into consideration?
Basically, Bowser, if someone owns, it need to be a capacity of 6,000 liters or 4,000 liters. And second thing is that the dispenser need to be approved to be used as a commercial vehicle, commercial dispensing. And the other thing is that the fabricator who fabricated the Bowser earlier need to have the PESO license and approval. Moreover, majorly 3 or 4 companies are only dealing with the Bowser fabrication, which is done legally.
Right.
So Bowsers only have a license to fill it from the terminal or the fuel stations. So we can't use any local fabricated Bowser for this activity, and it's an illegal thing.
Correct.
Yeah.
And typically how long does it take to fabricate the Bowser, and if you can also a little bit talk on the entire process, from the time maybe a partner ties up with you to the time he starts operating, what is the entire process involvement, and what happens at what stage, from signing up to operating?
So basically the thing is that the total entire process will be taking 45 days.
Okay.
Once we will take an advance payment of the franchisee fee and also payment of 35,000, which we'll process the registration of the company, and we'll float a partnership deed, and then we will apply for a Startup India registration. We will apply for MSME certification, and also then we will get the Startup India certificate is nothing but DPIIT certificate. It's mandatory. Then after this everything is ready, then we will apply for EOI, expression of interest, with the oil company. Correct. Basing on the location, whichever the terminal, because IOCL, HPCL and BPCL, we are offering the services. So I suggest better to go for the terminal. So nearby terminal, we'll apply the EOI. Then this process will be taking hardly 30 days. In the process when going on, we can apply for the bank loan and immediately we can send the vehicle for fabrication itself. Once the EOI is lifted after 30 days, we can go for the regular process and we can start the supply.
And so, and we also maybe I like to touch upon the location bit also, because you mentioned there's a location where which needs to work as a parking lot for the vehicle, which is minimum of 400 square feet. Because I did see a question also coming from the audience: what kind of locations are these, and what kind of they have to be centralized, they have to be outskirts of the city. What kind of spots would these be? And is there a specific license which is required for these parking lots?
There is no specific license required for these parking lots, but I suggest to go with somewhere the land which is out of the city, in the outskirts.
But generally, what happens, what are the other companies doing? Where are these vehicles parked? If Submiti does not have, if there is some kind of collaboration they can do with the OMCs or these depots where these can be parked?
With OMCs or local petrol pump tie-ups, they can park the vehicle in the local petrol pump parking lot, because we'll be parking the vehicle only at the night times and where most of the bunks will be closed
Right.
in the cities.
Okay, and that assistance also you would offer to the partner in case of
Yeah, in 2 states, in 18 locations, we are having the tie-ups. We can arrange the parking.
and which are these OMC or depots that you currently have partnership with?
I am having the license with all the 3 companies: IOCL, BPCL, and HPCL.
Okay. All right. Helpful. So friends, I'll just reiterate: overall an area requirement of 500. 400 is what you need for a parking lot. And as Surya mentioned, there's no specific license which is needed, but this can be little not in the center of the city, maybe a little out. And there can also be a possibility where the existing depots in the city can also be used as a parking lot. In that case, only 100 square feet is the area that you would need for operating out of office, where an investment of 7,45,000 is the upfront investment that you would make, including the down payment towards the vehicle, and additional 20 lakhs is the investment which can be loaned. Great, helpful. Saidi, can we come on the next slide? Talking about the ROI, and we'll spend maybe next 5 minutes on that slide too. And friends, I will request if you have any questions that you want us to cover while we taking a detailed, I would say, overview of the entire breakup of the investment, and subsequently we can also come on a call and explain the same. But we'll try to maybe to add much deep diving into this as much as possible. So, Surya, while we go through these expenses, would you want to maybe give an understanding typically, for what is the average optimization, how much is that one browser needs to do to have maybe a decent throughput in the day, and how long does it take to reach that level?
So coming over optimum level, if we sell 1,20,000 liters per month,
Okay.
that would be a very good break-even point to run the business. And the thing is that getting 1,20,000 liters in these days is not a big deal. If we concentrate on the mining sector, which my background is from, we usually for each mine, if it's running on a medium level scope, we require 1,000 liters per day on average. So if we take in our area, there are nearly 350 to 400 mines. So if they can connect with 3 or 4 people, that would be enough for them to reach the breakdown and everything.
All right. So we did see in the presentation, you talked about potential clientele, which can be corporates, it can be earth movers, it can also be sites which are under construction, it can be hospitals, hotels, K-12. So while the universe is large, because people are largely looking at convenience, and diesel being a bulky, product, people look at convenience. Unlike the conventional times where, diesel was physically carried to these sites and was being used. So we have a more convenient and technological advanced system today. So just staying on, the business you mentioned, 1.2 lakh is something which can easily be achieved, even if we work with maybe 2 or 3 partners, because most of the business that will come will be subscription based. So we have 2 models which you mentioned. One was on demand, where somebody can come, take, and and the other is subscription. So I believe subscription would be a bigger volume, and that also brings predictability in the business. So once you tie up with 3 or 4 partners, you have a recurring revenue business coming from these, and optimization of routes can also happen because where these companies are placed. Now, between these two, which if you want to allocate a percentage between on-demand and subscription based, how much is the revenue flow between the two, revenue mix between the two?
70% will be on the subscription, 30% on demand.
And who are the typical people who will just subscribe? What is this audience who's today subscribing this on demand?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
So for subscription, we have defined a target audience, which are typically corporates, institutions. Which is the audience today, the 20% audience which you mentioned, which are taking this service on demand? Who are these target audience?
So basically, the thing is that malls, multiplex, theaters in the industries, small scale industries, these will be on demand. And moreover, the communities, suppose a gated community which is having some 500, 600 flats, they will be having a digiset. Convention centers, for every event, the convention center will be running on for the extra power, they'll be using the generator. So there is a large scope. Basically, it's on demand. So in the wedding season, they will be running the convention, and on other days, they will be on the halt. So basic on that, we will be subscribing on demand, and we'll be filtering out the subscription basis.
Okay, helpful. So we're coming on again on this slide, and we come to the revenue. Would you take some time to explain how the revenue comes in and typical margins are there in the business? And I did see one question in the audience who wanted to know the pricing. Is it more than what typically? Because I'm sure we're charging a convenience fee because it requires the vehicle to move and be present at the site. So how will this margin structure work? And what is the fee that we charge on all the services that we make?
So basically, the thing is that the OMC will be giving us a margin of ₹2.30.
4.35.
2.30.
2.30.
Yeah, we'll be having that cushioning, and the excess ₹1 why we are charging is if we want some fuel, we need to take a camper and we need to send the drums and barrels, and then the camper needs a driver and also a helper to get the drums. And once the drum, it will be taking nearly a 1 hour time to go to the bunk and get the fuel pack. So they need to run all these entire total setup just only for the fuel thing, the camper, helper, drums, and everything, and they need to refill, and there will be a fuel loss also while transferring the fuel in the drums.
Right.
So we'll be helping out them, and we are reducing all those costs, and we are just charging them ₹1 per liter
as a convenience fee.
Yeah.
Okay. So which means that on a overall revenue of 2.88 lakhs is what you're projecting, which comes from about 30, is that 30,000? Sorry, it's 3 lakh liters per month is what we are saying. On a 3 lakh liters per month?
No, 1,20,000 liters. It's
okay. So this is okay. This is 3 lakhs is the maximum liters per month, which is 100% efficiency. But we are considering even at a 40% efficiency, if that Bowser is operating, 1,20,000 is something which is achievable. In doing that, there's a revenue of 2.88 lakhs, which can be made by a potential partner, where they tie up with 3 or 4 partners. This number is achievable. And then you take care of all these expenses, which includes your rent and staff. So what kind of staff is required, and what kind of manpower is required, and what kind of training is also given to these people?
So basically, the Bowser fabricator, which we are having tie up with, they will train the people. It's the training part, and the staff coming over, we need one for sales and for the marketing, or else we can club sales and marketing. The main requirement of staff is the driver and a helper.
Right.
So that's the key thing. So remaining are the office staff who will handle the account, sales and marketing in the basic route level.
And how is the training to these people imparted, especially the helper and the driver? And second, I will also like to ask training for your franchise partner.
So basically, we will run the training at our headquarters. And for the driver, there won't be much needed for the training, and it's a basic level of training how to operate the equipment and the vehicle. The helper who will be coming, he will be trained for 2 weeks how to operate the dispenser and how to execute the operation of the dispenser and how to unload the fuel.
Okay. And we have taken other elements also, which is also maybe a royalty of 10%, which comes and which is paid on a monthly basis to the company. And it also includes your EMI, which is towards the loan of 20 lakhs, and insurance and other documents, which is another 2,500 per month, but annually it could be about 30,000 that one needs to pay.
Yeah.
And then we have fuel maintenance amount and other miscellaneous expenses, and which will all subtotal to about 2.5 odd lakhs.
Yeah.
So which makes a net or net margin of about 37 odd thousand. And this would also include maybe subsequently, friends, if you see this chart, we have given year-on-year projections for a year, 5-year horizon, where first year we are assuming the optimization at only 40% level. Second year, your business would increase, you will add more clients. It goes up to 60%, 80% it goes in the third year, 90% and 100% utilization optimization goes in the final year, which is year 5. And hence your return on the investment would start coming in the second year. Is that what we are seeing? So it will take you about 17 odd months to get the return on the investment. Helpful, Surya? And I will take some questions, on the locations also. You mentioned there are about 10 markets which you saw in the presentation you currently have shortlisted. And what is the current demand that you're seeing in these markets? I'm sure because you were very specific about locations in South India. There were 10 locations exactly that you spotted. So what is the current demand that you're seeing from these locations?
Already we are going to sign agreements with 8 locations among them.
Okay.
Hyderabad, we are operating on our own.
Hmm.
Vizag, Vijayanagaram, Ongole or the districts, Rajahmundry. These 4 we are signing an franchise agreements in Andhra Pradesh. In Telangana, Khammam, Warangal and Karimnagar. We are giving the franchises. Hyderabad, we are operating on our own.
Right.
And we haven't started any marketing. Only with the basic word of mouth, people have approached us and we are about to close these deals.
Sure. And Surya, what is a typical, is the entire city given to one partner? How does it work out, when you define the territory? Because most of these, I would say, tie-up, be it corporates or maybe even sites which are under construction, they are always in some kind of cluster, So a city would have one cluster where you would have hospitals, one cluster where you have, these sites coming up. So how are we dividing the territory for a partner?
So basically, basing on the usage and activity of the location, we are classifying. If there
Okay.
is huge scope, industrial and residential, we are classifying on both these bases. So if there is a potential of the both, then we are increasing the number of clusters for the people. And if the franchisor really have some extra capacity and he can show us and he can promise us good business, we are ready to give him an extra bowser also.
Okay.
An extra franchise to the location.
All right. Now, because you mentioned about an extra Bowser and the financials that we discussed is typically for a one Bowser, which one can start operating. And one partner can also have maybe additional Bowser, which he can operate in other parts of the city based on the potential and his own bandwidth to maybe cater to these locations.
Yeah.
That's right, Surya? Now, when he takes another Bowser, so the entire investment increases. So he needs to pay additional investment on franchise fees and the entire investment, or he just invests on the Bowser, or some kind of discount is given to the partner if he opens multiple spots in the same city.
So basically, the thing is that if we give someone one franchisee, our app will be geo-fenced for that particular person. So if he want to operate in another location or with another Bowser, and if he is able to get some good business and also operating at good revenue, if 80% of his capacity, then we are willing to give an extra Bowser. For that, we are just charging 50,000.
Okay.
Remaining will be same.
Okay.
No additional charges. But he need to promise us that minimum 80% of the existing Bowser occupancy is being done.
Sure. Sure. And another question which I wanted to also take up is also on the agreement terms. So how long are the agreements that we are signing with the partners? And if we wish to renew further, after 5 years or whatever the term of contract is, what are the renewal terms with our partners?
So the basic nominal charges for renewal, which is might be 25 to 30,000. That's it. Nothing more than that. And we usually all the startups got only license for 10 years right now from the OMCs. So we don't know, we don't have any further idea how many years they're going to expand. So our agreements will be done for 10 years. Post 5 years, every annual renewal with basic charges. That's it.
All right. Great. Helpful, Surya. I was just also going through some of the questions. I'll see if I can pick some of the ones which we have not covered, and maybe I'll repeat if for the interest of our audience. We have Mr. Naveen Parla. He's asking, while we never mentioned about this market, he says, is Vishakhapatnam a potential market? And will the investment be comparatively lesser when compared to metros? Well, it will not be, because the cost of chases and Bowser would remain standard irrespective what markets you operate, except for maybe your operating cost, which is maybe your rentals that you might end up paying lesser in a smaller city.
And salaries. That's it.
Yeah. So anything on the city, Vishakhapatnam, is that an area of your interest? And he's asking, is that a potential market for Book My Fuel to enter?
Yeah, there is a huge market and huge potential to enter in the Vizag market, because I have visited to this fish market.
Yeah.
So there are nearly 3,000 boats.
Hmm.
Government is giving a certain subsidy for only limited quantity of the fuel. Remaining, they need to source the fuel from there itself. But there is only small bay. Only 10 boats can enter once for refueling. Remaining, they will be halting till the end. If he can crack it and he can enter into that market, we can take the Bowser near the boat and we can fill it over there.
Hmm.
And moreover, there are too many lorries which export the seafood outside. And because basing out to be a shipyard, there is so much of transport which will be coming inside the state through
Hmm.
Vizag. So there is a huge scope, and it's a very big market if we can capture it in a right way.
Helpful. And I do have some questions on the capacity of the Bowser. I think Mr. Vimal is asking. I did see somebody else also, Neeraj Guram. He wanted to know because when you talk about residential areas, will the vehicle be good enough to enter the narrow streets, or there would be a different vehicle which is required for residential areas?
No, basically that there is a small, very negligible change in the chassis also if it comes for 4KL. So the vehicle we are got the license from the government is only for 4KL and 6KL. So we can't use any other vehicle,
Right.
smaller vehicles.
Right. Right. And Mr. Vimal, I hope that also answers your question, because you cannot have a capacity higher than 6,000, because that's the higher limit which has been put by the government. And we have covered on the investments also. We have covered on the parking spaces and average prices. So overall, I think we've kind of covered a lot of questions. I was just quickly going through. So if you want to see any questions that which comes to you and you want to pick any of these questions and which we might have not answered, I will also take maybe a minute to go through any unanswered questions. And I will also request, I'm seeing some questions coming from Mr. Nitish Midha. And I will request Mr. Midha, because a lot of questions that you are asking, we can rather have one-on-one call also, where all these answers can be given to you, and we can have a detailed discussion on any of the aspects which you think is either not clear to you or has not been addressed in today's webinar. Great. So the last question which I'll pick up, because I just saw something on the competition, which is from Mr. Naveen Parla. He says you're charging 2 + 1 liter. Do you want to give any competitive pricing from the competition? What are they charging, and how different or unique we are from the existing competition in the market?
So basically, we are technically we are very sound than the existing people, and no, everyone are having an individual setup. But we are planning to come up with a brand which can cater for all kinds of people with technologically sound. So basically, coming out to the discounts and the pricing, the franchisor he himself must decide whether it's viable to him or not. And OMC is also given as a permission that existing petrol bunks, they are supposed to sell at the price which is decided by the government. But for these Bowsers, they can sell at lesser price or a higher price as
Okay.
per the clientele requirement and the rapport with the client. So they themselves can decide the pricing as per their feasibility and their viability.
Okay, I think that's an important point you have made. Not everybody knew, you were allowed to sell at a higher or a cheaper price based on the repo and the convenience you give to your clientele. Okay, sorry, I'll take one question. While you described very specifically the profile of people, I have Mr. Shankar Ajay, who wants to know that even a fresher without experience can enter into a business like this, or he needs some specific training.
Anyone can enter into this business. There is no need of training. Because it's a very regular market and it's our day-to-day life, part of our day-to-day life. So we have a very clarity about the product, what we are dealing with since from our childhood. So there no, I think so there no need to be any training to execute this process.
Sure, helpful. So the last question which I'll pick is on the tendering process. We have Mr. Venkatesh Sirangu, who wants to know who puts the tender to these OMCs. Is it the franchisee or the franchisor? And typically, इनका terms क्या होते हैं? You know, so if you can maybe help some insights on the tendering process.
We will totally look after the back-end process and we will help them in executing the tender.
And how does the entire process of tendering works? If that can also be explained.
The thing is that they need to float a company. We will help in floating the company. And I have already told you that the main key process is getting a DPIIT certificate,
Right.
Startup India registration. That's the key of the total process. Once it's done, we have an eligibility to go for EOI, expression of interest for OMCs. Once it's completed, then it's executed, no issues. We'll get a call from the OMC stating that we are supposed to get all our original documents and reach their office. They need to go there and they'll ask few questions and they will execute the process.
Sure. Very helpful, Surya. We have a lot of questions. I still see there were 63 odd questions we have not been able to answer. I will request if you can put up a time with you. We have a lot of our teams and also our independent franchise consultants who are working with us for all these locations that you mentioned. And if you can give us some time in the coming week, today being Thursday, if we can take maybe, I don't know what date we have decided. Rashna, is there a date that you want to suggest that we can take this up? If 5th March is a date where we can bring these prospective partners over a call or a meeting, you know, if they're closer to where you are. Do you see
Yes,
that as
ma'am.
a possibility?
Yes,
Yeah, we can go
5th
ahead.
of March.
Okay. So is Surya, aapka 5th is available with you? Do you think 5th you will be able to have these meetings or maybe calls, because a lot of people might not be from the same city?
Yeah, just give me. Yeah, we can go ahead on 5th. No issue.
Great, very helpful, Surya, and thank you for patiently answering all the questions. While many questions we feel we need to get on a one-on-one discussion with our prospects. Friends, I'll request please reach on the hotline number. I know you're all excited to have maybe a detailed chat and discussion. Our hotline number is in the chat box. Please note that number. Our teams will also reach out to you between today and maybe next Thursday, so that we can filter the profile, your requirement, city you come from, any experience that you carry in similar business or otherwise. And we'll take all the prospective filtered candidates for a meeting with Surya in the coming week. And before we close, Surya and Sahiti, I will request maybe a last word or a message from you to the entire audience which has come in, listening both live as well as on this forum today.
Yes,
So nothing, but we're just looking forward for our franchisee partners to welcome into our family. And I think this is a huge golden business opportunity to grab. And I want all of them to consider this business opportunity. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much again, Sahiti and Surya, and we wish you all the best and congratulations again to what you achieved in your venture. Okay, thank you. Over to you, Archana.
Sure. So thank you so much, both of you, for joining in today. We would like to thank Sonia ma'am also for the detailed question and answers session. We would like to thank our participants who have joined us today. Please do reach out to us at our business hotline number, which is 97176 We have blocked 5th of March, where you have a chance to get into one-to-one interaction with team of Book My Fuel to understand and get your clarity on each and every query you have. Please book your slot at the same business hotline number. You may save this number in your phone book so that you get a regular updates from our site as far as brands and their franchises concerned. Also share your suggestions, feedback at the same business hotline number. Do connect with us at different social handles, information on your screen. Also get in touch with us, join us at the Facebook page to see all the previously done webinars. Under video section, you will find more than 300 plus different business opportunities. Please do visit us. You can also join Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am at their respective LinkedIn IDs, information on your screen. And tomorrow, we request you to do registration today so that you join us tomorrow for Pathshala. That's the brand we are bringing for you, where we invite the new as well as already pre-school owners to start their business with them. So please do registration today at the same business hotline number so that you get a confirmation mail from our side. Thank you so much once again for joining in today. Have a great day ahead. Stay safe, Stay happy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ushna. Thank you, Surya. Thank you, Sahiti. Good day.